Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
First it was David, now it's Duncan, now it's Biaba. So that's our future.
All right, I think everyone needs to tone it down a little bit. Big night for Spurs Nation. Wemby hits the court for the first time in the NBA, kind of, at Summer League. We're going to full recap of the action, plus all the excitement for all the fans who just cannot get enough of the newest member of the Silver and Black.
No, never too much,
Never,
Max.
never
Especially for Wemby and the Spurs. 78 degrees at 6 o'clock this morning. Will the weather be too much? Will this heat be too much? Sarah Spivey will have our forecast in just a bit.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. It is 6 o'clock this morning. Did you make it outside in the last couple days?
I did. I was in Corpus.
Okay.
And it was very cloudy. We had some rain. It felt nice. It felt cooler.
Okay. Did people in our area get rain?
Yeah, they did. Absolutely. It was spotty, but I mean, on Thursday, we were only in the 80s for most of the day. Yesterday, we only reached a high of 92, so it really hasn't been that bad the last couple days. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Today's going to be the coolest day for the next week and a half, and we're going to be having feel-like temperatures above 100
take advantage
degrees.
of today.
Yeah, but even it's going to be the hottest it's been today compared to the last several days. So outside in San Antonio right now, it's 79 degrees, 78 in New Braunfels and mostly cloudy, 76 and mostly cloudy in Seguin, and 78 in Pleasanton. Here's today's forecast for you. We'll be steadily warming up as skies clear. 89 at noon, 97 for the high today, but that 97 is going to feel more like 100 to 104. South winds at 10 to 15, gusting up to 20. Looking at the weekend forecast today, not as hot as tomorrow. Tomorrow will be at 100. It will feel like 104. But again, this is going to be the coolest we will be for the next week and a half. I'll show you how hot it'll get as we head into the middle of July, coming up in just a bit. Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 2 men have been arrested in connection to a shooting in a neighborhood that killed 3 people and injured 8. So this shooting happened in Fort Worth 2 hours after the end of the 4th of July celebration. Christopher Reddick Jr., who's 20, and Brandon Williams, 19, were both taken into custody on murder charges yesterday. Investigators believe the shooting was gang-related and followed some kind of altercation.
And back here at home, 2 people dead this morning after a shooting in an ATM. And here's the thing, police believe the men who were shot and killed, they were the ones trying to rob someone. So this all happened yesterday afternoon. Now this is outside of Chase Bank at I-35 and Southwest Military. Police on the scene telling us this all happened as a man was withdrawing cash out of an ATM.
The individual was withdrawing money from the ATM. 2 suspects approach him, try to rob him. He shoots at them. Kills both.
So Chief McManus also not sure if the robbery suspects had any weapons on them at the time of the shooting. Officers still questioning the man who shot the alleged robbery victims, but this time investigators do not believe he'll face any charges.
The state of Texas is taking a new tactic to deter people from crossing the border. So Texas DPS shared photos of the buoys that will be deployed along the Rio Grande. Governor Greg Abbott says installation started today near Eagle Pass. It comes almost a month after he announced plans to deploy the chain of 4-foot-high buoys. At the time, DPS said the cost to deploy the 1,000-foot barrier is under $1 million.
Well, the gunman who shot and killed 23 people at an El Paso Walmart in 2019 will likely spend the rest of his life in jail. A federal judge sentencing the suspect to 90 consecutive life sentences. That is 1 life sentence for every federal charge, which included hate crimes since the shooting was racially motivated. He was targeting Mexican Americans. Now, this man pled guilty to those charges. He's still facing capital murder charges in state court for the mass shooting. He could still receive the death penalty in the case. Well, this morning, a fire aboard a cargo ship at one of America's largest ports. That fire's still burning after nearly 48 hours. And here's the thing. There's a new danger people are warning about.
So the fire killing 2 firefighters and injuring 5 others on a ship docked in Newark, New Jersey. ABC's Melissa Adon explains a new worry about this ship.
A cargo ship fire in Port Newark growing larger since flames broke out on Wednesday. Crews still battling the fire tonight, dousing it with water. But all that water now causing it to list to one side, making it possible it could sink.
It is currently listing 3 degrees toward the dock. A 5 to 6 degree shift is the danger zone.
The fire broke out on the 10th deck of the ship Wednesday night as crews were loading hundreds of used cars for export. The flames feasting on those cars, now spreading to more decks.
The best situation is to cool the vessel from the perimeter.
Firefighters Wayne Bear Brooks Jr. and Augusto Augie Akabu, they never made it out alive. Brooks' wife and daughters in tears as friends spoke about the two veteran firefighters.
Great leader, great friend, great brother. Loved his family. Loved the job.
He was our hero, who we will miss every day and continue to love forever.
Questions remain as to why firefighters who authorities say had no training in cargo ship fires were sent in when the 28-member crew of the ship had been evacuated. ABC News sources say the European equipment on board was not compatible with their hoses, so they did not fit. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A Powerball player may be just hours away from becoming not just a millionaire, but a multi-millionaire. The jackpot is sitting pretty high at an estimated $590 to $615 million right now. It currently ranks the 10th largest Powerball jackpot. If someone is fortunate enough to get all the numbers, they'll have options. They've got options. Receiving the money, the next drawing is tonight.
Are you playing? All right, so go to work tomorrow. We'll know.
You'll know.
All right, speaking of lottery, the Spurs winning the lottery this year. And hey, check out who we won. This is Wemby hitting the full court for the first time in silver and black. So here's the thing. It was a stat stuffing night. He also stuffed a few of the players.
I saw that.
And here's one of my biggest gripes with social media. Everyone loves to hate. People on social media love to hate on people. So there was a lot of hate on Wemby on social. People talking he was only 2 of 13. They love to circulate the clip of Brandon Miller, who's the number 2 overall pick on the Hornets, who played last night, stealing the ball from Wemby under the basket. Here's what they aren't showing you. Wemby just crushed it everywhere around the court. 8 boards, 5 blocks, 3 assists. One of those blocks against Brandon Miller on a 3. It was really impressive when you block someone on a 3-pointer. It's crazy. He's also like 7'5". So the final score, Spurs win it 76-68, and that should be the biggest takeaway.
Meanwhile, people packing the bars and restaurants last night to get a first glimpse of the new team. People at Smoke Texas downtown say it was the start of something special. For many, the Spurs season is their favorite part of the year, and they say Wemby joining the team makes it so much better.
It makes me excited. I don't even know that much about basketball, and I watch it, and I get really pumped.
No matter what kind of season we're having, everybody stands behind the San Antonio Spurs. So.
Me too, girl. I don't know that much, but I'm really pumped. Tomorrow night, the Summer League continues in Las Vegas. The Spurs will take on the Blazers. Tip-off set for 7.
Go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go.
All right, 6:08, 78 degrees out.
Grilled ribeyes.
Breakfast of Champions.
But make it a giant grilled ribeye.
What
it's like
constitutes giant,
a side dish for Max Massey. Still ahead in Texas East, David Elder taking us to Comfort to check out those ribeyes.
I do love Comfort. I hope it's a Comfort Cafe. All right, so I've started wearing a lot of sunscreen after Sarah Costa accosted me for the last 5 years.
Right.
She accosted me. When it comes to sunscreens, we want to know which ones are worth it and which ones aren't doing anything. Next, a dermatologist breaks it all down, telling us the importance of sunscreen and which is the best for your children.
78 degrees at 6:08. Today is going to be a day for sunscreen and a lot of water and staying hydrated. Sarah Spivey will have our forecast when we come back.
Morning and welcome back. So it's what we talk about a lot, skin cancer and skin damage. And here's the thing, these two issues can start at a young age, and the intense sunshine we have in South Texas means we don't just need to protect our skins, but we also need to protect our children. So we spoke with a dermatologist with University Health System who says that if you're going to go outside, you're going to want to keep your kids protected. Hats, sunglasses. What is the clothes that you wear?
They're called UPF clothing.
All right, UPF clothing. It's
clothing
just long
with
sleeve.
Technically,
there's
clothing
protection
with SPF.
built in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's the thing. As much as possible, you wear it as much as possible, but anytime you're in the sun, Dr. Jimena Cervantes also gives us the minimum SPF any child should wear.
The minimum that is recommended for anyone ages 6 months and up, is a minimum of 30. And so you asked specifically for kids. So the ideal thing for kids is to keep them in the shade, right? You don't want ever to have them in direct sunlight or UV exposure that way. But if you must be, kids are going to want to go outside, it's hot, they're going to want to be in the pool. You are going to want to look for an SPF minimum of 30 that has broad spectrum.
All right, so Cervantes says it's not just important to apply sunscreen once on a child, but reapplying every couple hours just as important to keep the skin protected. She says the best sunscreen for children who are more likely to have sensitive skin, one that also has zinc in it. So guys, Dr. Cervantes said 30 SPF. What do you guys go with?
I go with 50.
50?
I go 50 too.
Yeah.
I go 50, and I do sometimes just straight zinc. Like you can get like the straight zinc.
And you also have the UPF clothes?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't mess around.
No, because, I got to preserve the face.
Of course.
Skin cancer, too.
Yeah.
That's important.
That's it.
Okay, so speaking of hot weather, we have had 13 100-degree days so far this year.
Is that a lot?
Well, it is. It is a lot.
Already too much.
But here's a look at the top 3 years with 100-degree days. 2009, we saw 59. In 2022, we saw 58. Where it gets really interesting is at this point in 2009, we had 18 100-degree days. But at this point back last year, we had 30 100-degree days. So in 2009, the heat came in July and August and September. And in 2022, it was spread throughout the summer. So we'll have to wait and see if we come close to the top 5 100-degree days. It might be interesting because we do have a lot of triple-digit days on the horizon after today. Believe it or not, today is going to be the coolest of our forecast for the extended future. And you could see that tomorrow will likely hit 100, and then by the middle of the week to the end of the week, 102 to 103. And here's the reason why. Let's take a look at our weather setup right now. Now across Texas, if you have plans to travel up to Dallas-Fort Worth this weekend, there will be some rain up there. But you can see that this is on the east side of this heat high. Here in San Antonio, we are going to be seeing this heat high block out any significant rain chances for us. And take a look at the highs today out near Phoenix, Arizona, El Paso. Now that's a dry heat. Temperatures are going to be anywhere from 110 to 115 in some places around the nation. But with that heat high settling overhead, here's the rainfall potential over the next 10 days. Practically zero around San Antonio, while areas in North Texas will get rain and most of the eastern part of the nation will see rain. So we are going to be dry pretty much over the next 10 days. That is not great news when you consider our drought conditions and the aquifer. More on the aquifer in the next half hour. 79 degrees outside right now, mostly cloudy. You can see a few peaks in the clouds right now. Looking outside, 80 in Del Rio, 75 in Kerrville, 79 in San Antonio, and 78 in New Braunfels. It's 73 in Bernie and 78 at Stinson, 79 in Canyon Lake. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast shows mostly cloudy skies for this morning, but by noon we'll start to see skies really clear. 89 degrees at noon, so not all that bad for the first half of the day. Second half of the day will be in the 90s. I did put a 10% chance for a stray shower, especially east and south of San Antonio, but generally, unlike the last couple of days, it's going to be a fairly dry day. Last couple of days we did have spotty showers. 97 for the high at about 6 p.m. It'll be 99 in Del Rio, 101 in Carrizo Springs, 98 in Pleasanton, 96 in Canyon Lake, 97 in Gonzales, 98 Port SA, 98 at Stinson, 98 in Devine, and 95 in Comfort. But it is going to stay humid today. So you factor in the humidity, the heat index is going to be anywhere from 100 to 104 around San Antonio, with the heat index slightly cooler in the hill country. 101 in Canyon Lake, it'll feel like 105 in New Braunfels, feeling like 102 in Poteet. And then we crank up the heat and we turn off the tap. Temperatures are going to range anywhere from 100 to 105 around south central Texas. Heat index values anywhere from 105 to 110. So we are going to be in the thick of it. And again, I do not see a shift of that heat high for at least the next 7 to 10 days, guys. So remember, stage 2 water restrictions for SAWS customers.
I really enjoyed not having to water my plants for the last 3 days because Got a good downpour on Wednesday afternoon.
Good for you. Yeah, it's going to be hard in the next several days, Sarah.
You'll
be out there with your SPF 100,000.
Story of my life.
The long sleeves, the big hat, you're good to go. Time now, just about 6:18, 79 degrees.
Today on Texas Eats, David Elder takes us to Comfort for some giant grilled ribeyes. We have a preview next.
This ribeye is quite possibly one of the largest ribeyes I've ever seen in my life. Why so big?
It's a plate filler. We have a lot of people that want to split the filet, which is perfectly fine with us, but we have a lot of people that just eat it on their own. We get all of our meat from Alamo Meat Market. My husband or Deanna hand cut all of our filets and our ribeyes. They hand cut all of our meat. Every steak you get is going to be 1.5 inches thick, and it's going to have a lot of flavor. We put a cowboy butter on top of it, baked potato, and our vegetables. Our vegetables change every week. Our desserts change every week.
Cowboy butter on top, potato on the side, veggies that rotate, only on Friday nights out here. Cheers. Woo! That is phenomenal.
So I'm a filet girl. I know you're probably just like, you'd always choose ribeye, right?
Depends on the day. I like to mix it up, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Is a filet even enough for you?
No.
2 fillets.
I mean, I'm not a millionaire over here. If I win the Powerball, maybe I'll get 2 fillets.
Yeah, I'll have a filet with a side of filet.
No, I was giving my buddy grief because he went to the place at the Pearl, the French place, Mon Chou Chou, and he posted a picture with the small filet, and I was like, there is no way that is enough food for you. And he's like, what do you think, I'm making millions over here? But yes, Comfort, Friday nights, I'm in. I'll even stay up late for that one.
Yeah.
All right, time now, 6:23, 79 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Good morning and welcome back. So it's not going to be long before the school year starts up again. Sorry, kids. I know families are excited about it, though. All right, on average, Texas teachers, get this, they spend almost $450 of their own money on school supplies each and every year.
So our KSAT community partners are starting a month-long school supply drive helping teachers in Somerset and Judson ISD get the right start to the new school year. If you want to do your part, you can stop by any of the 6 drop-off locations across San Antonio.
So they're asking for items like crayons, composition notebooks, number 2 pencils, hand sanitizer, disinfecting wipes, glue sticks, so much more. We have a full list, not only on your screen, but also KSAT.com. You can also find the hours of operation. Just head to our website or, of course, the KSAT app.
July is also Disability Pride Month, a time to celebrate people of all abilities with a wide range of needs. So we are teaming up with our KSAT community partners for a phone bank happening on July 20th. It's all in support of Project Mend. You can see some of the information on your screen right now. Project Mend works to improve the quality of life for those living with disabilities and illnesses through refurbishment, reuse, and distribution of medical equipment and other assistive technology.
All right, so then July 22nd, there's going to be a medical equipment donation drive on that day. You can bring your gently used medical equipment or new medical equipment to Wonderland of Americas. If you can't make it then, you can drop off any items anytime, Monday and Friday, between 8 and 5 at the Project Mend headquarters. If you do want to head to the headquarters, that is 5015 5015 Wurzbach Road. We have a list of all the most needed items right now, KSAT.com. Time now, just about 6:28, 78 degrees.
Still ahead, it's important to stay cool during these hot summer temperatures. We'll talk about how extreme heat can affect your body negatively and what you can do to stay safe.
Welcome back. We want to get to some late breaking news. San Antonio police investigating a murder on the southwest side of town. This is a live look at the situation. This is on Middlefield Drive near Medina Base Road.
So this is on the city's southwest side, just southwest of West Military and the old and Kelly Field. So right now what we know is officers were called to the scene this morning around 4 a.m. for a shooting. So far, details are limited, but investigators on scene are telling us this is an active murder investigation. We'll bring you the latest on this developing story as we learn more.
All right, and there is a lot to talk about this morning. 6:31 this Saturday. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. We were talking about the intense heat, the sunlight, All the ways that you need to protect yourself from the UV rays. So, Sarah Spivey, what are we looking at today?
Well, you know, we've kind of had it easy the last couple days when you think about it. We've had a chance for rain just about every day and some spotty showers here and there. Temperatures in the low 90s for the last couple days. Well, starting today, that all changes. In fact, today is going to be the coolest over the next week and a half, even though it's still going to be hot. 79 degrees outside right now. You can see that it is fairly cloudy as we start the day. Those clouds are going to keep temperatures under 100 this afternoon, but it's still going to be hot. Maybe you want to enjoy some time by the pool. By 10 a.m., it's going to be 82 and mostly cloudy, but at noon, it'll be partly cloudy and mostly sunny in the afternoon with a high of 97. We were talking about the sunshine. That UV index is going to be extreme today. Skin damage time within 10 minutes, so a lot of sunscreen is your best friend this Saturday and honestly this entire weekend. But again, we'll be off to the races with the heat. Temperatures struggling to cool down for the next week and a half. Details ahead.
Sarah, thank you. The roads are busy with construction, some going into the end of this month. Traffic Authority Stephen Cavazos has more about your traffic closures.
All right, we are all ready to drive off into the weekend, but we can expect to see some closures that could slow us down a little bit. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going to be taking place here along Wurzbach Parkway. You may have noticed that these roadway improvements have been current for a little while, but guess what? They're going to take us all the way to the end of the month, July 31st. It all starts at 9 in the morning and hopefully we'll wrap around 3 in the afternoon. What we're seeing at this time is our alternating lane closures in both directions from Northwest Military Highway to Wiedner Road. Got to take a jump over here to US 90. Can't forget about this area on the west side of San Antonio because we have mill and overlay operations. This will begin on Sunday, July 9th and wrap on Friday, July 28th. So it takes place overnight, 8:30 in the evening to 5 in the morning. Single lane closures along the frontage road in both directions from Loop 410 to West Military Drive. Got one more for you here. US 281 on the north side of San Antonio. We have that paving work. This will begin Monday, July 10th and wrap on Friday, July 14th. This work does begin at 9 in the morning and will wrap at 3 in the afternoon. Alternating lane closures in both directions at Borgfeld Road is what you can expect to see out there. But for the full list of closures, you can always head over to our website. That's ksat.com/traffic. We have a full list of closures there, or you can scan the QR code that's now on your screen. That takes you directly to our page. And it's always good to know what to expect ahead of time. There's plenty of work happening in and around the Alamo City, so always know before you have to go.
Thank you, Stephen. New this morning, investigators tell us one man dead after an overnight rollover crash on IH-37. So take a look. San Antonio police say this happened just before 2:30 this morning. We're told the driver went off the highway. The vehicle landed upside down on Steves Avenue. One witness telling investigators they saw the car fall from the highway. Police still investigating how this all happened. We are told that no other vehicles were found on the highway that could have been involved.
A deadly apartment fire was intentionally set because of money issues and a rejected romance. That's according to an arrest affidavit for Jacob DeLeon O'Shea Ferguson, who was arrested for setting a fire that killed 5 people back in 2018. Detectives say Ferguson set fire to a mattress in a breezeway at the iconic Village Apartments in San Marcos in 2018. That fire spread to 2 buildings in the complex. One of the 5 people killed was from San Antonio. Ferguson is charged with first-degree felony arson causing bodily injury or death.
Well, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help trying to find a 16-year-old boy who hasn't seen in more than a month. So take a look. 16-year-old Isaiah Casillas, who was last seen on May 30th on Green Lake Drive, not too far from Harmony Elementary School. It's in the southeast part of Bexar County. About 5'5", brown eyes, black hair, and has braces. If you have any idea where he may be, you are asked to call BCSO. That number on your screen, 210-335-6000. BCSO also wants to remind everyone that charges for harboring a runaway could include jail time and hefty fines.
It's a growing problem in our city. People driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. San Antonio police say it happens a lot during the night due to open traffic and open highways. Through the first half of 2023, police reported 2,394 DWI arrests and 54 during the July 4th holiday weekend. This total is on pace to pass last year's DWI arrests. And police data shows DWI arrests have increased over the past 3 years. SAPD made nearly 3,700 DWI arrests in 2020. That jumped to almost 4,300 in 2021, followed by just under 4,400 arrests last week.
All right, this is going to be probably my favorite story of the day. Teachers in our community getting a rare look inside a life-changing science lab, and all of the science being discovered at this top secret facility. As part of a grant the Texas Biomedical Research Institute, they're using to try to get up to 10,000 students in our area into the science careers, get this, in the next 5 years. Patty Santos invited to see what exactly they're doing.
So in this beaker, we have enough larvae to infect half of San Antonio.
Being a native San Antonian, I would love to grow more homegrown scientists in my back, right there in the backyard.
Diana Milagros Natividad has been teaching science for 24 years. Of the science camps she's experienced, this is her favorite.
And as a science teacher, I'm very passionate about science, so I love that this allows me to blossom and bloom and talk with my peers about that.
Our goal as a scientist. The one-year program will expand to include other teachers from across San Antonio over the next 5 years.
It's going to have generational impact. So it's not only going to impact the current students, but it's going to impact every single student that those teachers engage with for the rest of their careers.
The program's first group of teachers learned about complex research on DNA and infectious diseases. The teachers will use it to create age-appropriate lessons for their kids, bringing real science to local young minds.
If I can inspire, one or two in this classroom that can be, the tomorrow's researcher, that's great.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
All right, so Texas Biomed offering the camp thanks to a $1.25 million grant from the National Institutes of Health.
Happening today, the Community Health Development Corporation will be hosting a second annual health festival in Uvalde. The theme is Christmas in July. So the event comes more than a year after the Robb Elementary tragedy, and the organizer hopes it's a way to bring people together in an effort to heal.
And it was just originated from the idea of bringing healing to the community of Uvalde after the Robb tragedy.
The San Antonio Food Bank will be there handing out fresh produce. The Texas Diaper Bank will be providing diapers and other essentials for families. There'll be games, giveaways, as well as medical screenings and other health resources. Organizers say everyone is invited, even if you don't live in Uvalde.
We did it in July to offer a little bit of entertainment for the kids.
The Christmas in July event happens from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. today at the Uvalde County Fairplex. You can find out more information on this festival. Just head to our website, ksat.com.
All right, here at home, San Antonio Waste Management hosting a free landfill day event today. Starts at 8 a.m. It goes to 1 p.m. There's two separate locations. The Republic Services landfill on the northeast side, past North Foster Road, and the Waste Management landfill on the southwest side, outside Loop 410. Some of the accepted materials, household bulky items, things like appliances, furniture, mattresses, tires. They're not going to accept things like roofing material, sheetrock, dirt, brick, or lumber. If you do plan to drop anything off, you do have to bring an ID, and to make sure that they know that you do live in the area, bring a recent copy of a CPS energy bill showing the payment of the environmental fee. Time now 6:40, 79 degrees.
Next, with temperatures getting hotter this summer, it's important to take care of yourself. We'll tell you about how those extreme temperatures affect your body and what you can do to make sure you're staying safe.
All right, speaking of the heat, taking a live look out at the Alamo City. You got out and about the last couple days?
Enjoying these cooler temps? Absolutely.
Enjoying the cooler temps. Well, going while that lasts. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey for your full forecast in just a few moments. Good morning and welcome back. So the hottest global temperature ever recorded happened just this past week. It reached just under 63 degrees Fahrenheit, and experts say climate change making heat waves more common and more popular. Mandy Gaither with CNN has more on what the extreme temps do to your body and your mind, and of course how to stay safe.
It's the deadliest weather event in the U.S. Every year, the heat causes more than 700 deaths on average and more than 67,000 emergency room visits.
It doesn't take much. It can be an hour or two that can lead to the cells and tissues of the body starting to feel the effect of it.
Dr. Ian Sin with Mayo Clinic says in the heat, your body tries to cool off in several ways. But when the temperature is extremely high, it becomes harder for your body to cool itself down. The most serious heat-related illness is heat stroke.
And that is when you start having confusion, delirium, as we call it, as well as loss of consciousness and more severe brain injury as a result of the effects of heat.
Sin says when that happens, it can hurt not only the brain, but other organs like the heart, lungs, and kidneys as well.
It's almost an inflammation that gets created. There is destruction of proteins, the membranes of the cells, and that leads to cell death.
To keep your body safe in the heat, stay hydrated with water, avoiding sugary beverages, which can add to dehydration. Stay cool in an air-conditioned area and wear lightweight, light-colored, loose-fitting clothes. Sin says those who are most vulnerable to the heat should avoid it.
If there's any cause of concern, definitely seeking health care is important.
For Health Minute, I'm Andy Gaither.
Okay, I have some thoughts.
Okay, lay them on us.
So all of that is great information about the heat, absolutely. Especially here in South Central Texas, like the early June heat wave that we had, that really took its toll because it was very hot very early. Now that our bodies are a little bit more conditioned, you still need to be careful, but we're used to this kind of heat. Another thing that was mentioned was that it was the hottest temperature ever, global temperature ever recorded. Well, that goes back to the satellite era, which started in the 60s. So keep that in mind. It is still substantial that it was the hottest temperature recorded since the 60s. We just got to put it a little bit in perspective. And to put in perspective for you today, it's going to be hot today, regardless of what the global temperature is. It is going to be near 100 degrees this afternoon. 78 degrees outside and cloudy right now at the airport, but those clouds are going to give way to sunshine, and it is going to be hotter than it has been the last couple of days for us. 80 in Del Rio, 80 in Cotulla, 78 in Pleasanton, 78 in Gonzales, and 78 in New Braunfels, 75 in Kerrville, and 73 in Boerne right now at the moment. And it is very humid. Dew points are in the 70s. That's at the absolute top of the scale. Oppressively humid outside as we experience the heat and the humidity together. We're going to have a heat index value today. Showing you the futurecast because very quickly by about noon into the afternoon, we'll have mostly sunny skies after these morning clouds. And there is the potential east of San Antonio from Gonzales to Floresville for a stray shower during the peak heat of the day. We're talking 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Other than that, though, unlike the last couple of days where we've had showers and storms peppering the radar closer to San Antonio, our rain chances are very, very low today, 10% or less. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, by 10 it'll be 82 and mostly cloudy, but by noon that's when those clouds are really going to start to break up. 89 at noon, and then in the afternoon 97 for the high in San Antonio. So we'll stay below 100 as far as the thermometer goes, but because that humidity is going to be high, it'll feel like it's anywhere from 100 to 104 this afternoon. Here's a look at forecast highs in your neighborhood. 99 in Del Rio, 103 in Cotulla, 97 in Gonzales, 95 in Kerrville, and 96 in Canyon Lake. But with the high humidity, here's the heat index. 104 in Kennedy, 108 in Cotulla, 103 in Del Rio. All right, as in the weather setup, there's some showers and storms up near Dallas, Fort Worth, and in the Panhandle today. Sometimes folks like to travel across Texas over the weekend. If you're heading up north, you may run into some of those isolated showers. However, that heat high is building overhead as we speak. And so as it does so, our temperatures are going to crank up. Tomorrow, the high will be 100. That'll be our first triple-digit day for a stretch of triple-digit days. By Monday, it'll be 101 in San Antonio. Notice, too, how the heat increases across the state of Texas. By Tuesday, 102. And by Wednesday, all of Texas will be cooking. We'll be at 103 in San Antonio, but highs across the state ranging anywhere from 100 to 110. All right, rain chances go away completely in the coming coming days. 0% chance for rain for the next 7 to 10 days around San Antonio. That is not good news when you consider that we're in the thick of summer. People's water demand is pretty high, and the aquifer is almost 30 feet below the monthly average of 660. So we're still under stage 2 water restrictions if you're a SAWS customer. This is just not great news. The aquifer is going to continue to go down. We'll have to wait and see if it gets down to its lowest levels in quite some time. All right, in the 7-day forecast, again, temperatures crank up there. We get up to 100 to 104 for the foreseeable future. And unlike in June, I really don't see much of a hint that this heat high is going to move out of place. The only thing that would really nudge the heat high out of place would be a tropical system, and that's not in the cards for us anytime soon.
Maybe some rain. I mean, not in the next 7 days at least.
No, did you see all those zeros that were in there? I'm sorry, Sarah.
No, but I'm just like, maybe there's some rain later this month that will happen.
Maybe.
Like the last couple days.
Yeah, I mean, we did have that heat wave in June and then a break, and then really saw temperatures are going to crank up, so.
Just
0%.
Just trying to stay optimistic here.
I love the optimism. I also love Spivey being like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
All
Sorry. We will all melt.
650, 78 degrees.
Okay, a new drug approved by the FDA to treat Alzheimer's is here. How it slows the progression of the disease, we'll explain that next. Well, the FDA has granted full approval of a drug proven to slow the progression of Alzheimer's. It's called lecanemab and is sold under the name Lecanemab. It works by clearing away plaque buildup in the brain. This FDA approval is expected to prompt Medicare and Medicaid services to open up access to coverage for the medicine that could affect up to 1 million people with early onset Alzheimer's. Without insurance covering it, costs patients roughly $26,000 a year.
All right, time now, just about 6:55, 76 degrees.
Here's a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
Good morning. Coming up on GMA, the dangerous heat wave advisories continuing this weekend for millions of Americans from coast to coast. What cities are doing to keep people safe, and we're tracking the severe weather threat. Plus, new details on the confrontation between Britney Spears and security guards for NBA top draft pick Victor Wembanyama. The new video obtained by TMZ and what the police report is now revealing. And who wants to be a mega millionaire? The growing jackpots at stake as lotto ticket sales boom across the country. It's all ahead right here on GMA.
All right, we had a lot to talk about this morning. We're going to end on kind of a good note. Bluebell beating the heat, so much heat, with a new flavor. Get ready. Monster cookie dough. I'm here for it. Creamy vanilla ice cream. We love Bluebell vanilla. It's hints of brown sugar loaded with peanut butter monster cookie dough pieces. Oh my goodness. Candy coated chocolate pieces, and I'm a huge dark chocolate guy, and dark chocolate chunks. It's available in half-gallon and pint sizes for a limited time. I'm going to put you guys on the spot. What is your favorite Bluebell ice cream?
Rocky Road.
Oh, yeah, you didn't even have to think twice.
Yeah, if I'm going with Bluebell, I'm going with a homemade vanilla.
You have to.
I know that that's very
vanilla of you,
but
yeah.
It's delicious. Okay.
This might take top spot for me, I'm going to be honest.
I also like Ben & Jerry's.
Well, I'm out.
Cherry Garcia. Okay, noon 89, 97 for the high temperature today. Mostly sunny skies. South winds at 10 to 15, gusts up to 20. Tomorrow even hotter. It's going to be 100, but feel like 104. And then look at this forecast over the next several days. Temperatures are going to be climbing to 100 to 104 in the next several days. And unfortunately, it does look like we're going to be in the dog days of summer, meaning stuck in a rut with that heat high overhead. So very little to no chance for rain over the next 7 to 10 to maybe even 14 days. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay, we can do it. We know the drill.
I did pull up a ranking of Bluebell ice cream, and this is from Wide Open Country.
Okay.
And homemade vanilla, #1.
Absolutely.
What's number 2? You can't just give us number 1.
Cookies and cream is number 2.
I do love their cookies and cream.
Oh, this was my favorite. Butter pecan, number 3.
Yeah.
4, Dutch chocolate. I mean, can't go
Where's
wrong.
peaches and cream on there? I love that.
That's not even the top 5. Number
Mint
5 is
chocolate.
chip. We're going to take an hour-long break. We'll see you back here at 8 a.m.
See you guys at 8.
Right now, we want to get to some late breaking news. San Antonio police on the scene of a situation at the Toyota plant here in San Antonio. So you're looking at a live look right now at the plant. You can see multiple police units on the scene. We've been in contact with Sergeant with the San Antonio police earlier this morning. He says, quote, there was a barricaded subject a few hours ago, but we haven't had any updates. We're going to be staying with the situation throughout the morning, trying to figure out what exactly happened and what is going to happen next. We do know that people are working there through the weekend.
Right. Again, this is at the Toyota manufacturing plant. This is off Lone Star Pass in Applewright Road. This is outside of Loop 410 between 410 and 1604 on the city's southwest side. Our photographer Santiago is live out there on scene. We did get multiple calls into our newsroom from people either working at the plant or family members asking us, hey, what is going on? We know this has been going on since 5 o'clock this morning. All we do know is that it's some kind of standoff situation. SWAT is on scene, and as soon as we get more information, we'll bring you the latest on air and online.
All right, but for now, good morning. It is 8 o'clock. It is Saturday. It is July 8th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. And right now, still not 80 degrees.
You know, not 80 degrees, so that's a win. But Sarah Spivey, these cooler temps we've enjoyed the last couple of days, not so much going to be the case.
They're out of here. You know, here's the thing. Today we'll be up 97 for our high, but that's going to be the coolest we'll be for the next several days. Take a look outside right now. You can see mostly cloudy skies with some sun peeking through there. Beautiful shot to start the day. It is 79 degrees outside with the heat index right around 82. Heat index is going to be a factor today. By noon we'll be at 89 degrees. By about 5 we'll be at 97 for the high. We'll have a bit of a breeze south at 10 to 15, gusts up to 10 miles per hour, and that 97 is going to feel more like 100 to 103 today. Tomorrow, 100 for the high, feeling like 104, so a hot weekend, and as I mentioned, it's only going to get hotter from here. Coming up, I've got a look at how this heat high will also impact our rain chances in the coming days as well. Sarah, Max.
Sarah, thank you. New this morning, San Antonio police are investigating a murder on the southwest side of town. Right now, we are working to learn more about exactly what happened, but we can tell you there was a shooting call around 4 o'clock this morning on Middlefield Drive near Medina Base Road. So far, details are limited, but investigators on the scene tell us this is an active murder investigation that started from a shooting. We'll continue to follow this developing story and bring you the latest as we learn it.
And a tip to Crime Stoppers ended with the San Antonio police making an arson arrest. Investigators say the suspect in the case intentionally set fires inside a Dollar Tree store. The arrest affidavit reading the 27-year-old Jesse Moncada was caught on surveillance video placing 2 devices on store shelves, then setting 2 fires. We're told he tried to get out of the store with a cart full of items. An employee was able to get that cart away from him, but the suspect did get away. Someone recognized him on a Crime Stoppers report, called police. He was arrested, now faces an arson charge. We now turn to the latest on the war in Ukraine and a controversial decision by President Joe Biden to send cluster munitions to Kyiv.
ABC's James Longman is on the ground in Ukraine with the latest on this development.
Ukraine enters its 500th day at war this morning with a new American promise: the supply of cluster munitions.
It was a very difficult decision on my part, the running out of that ammunition.
It's a controversial move. Cluster munitions are banned in more than 120 countries, including some key NATO allies. But Ukraine says it wants them to help in its counter-offensive, which is moving slowly. They can be launched by an artillery shell, rocket or drone and explode mid-flight. They then rain down smaller bombs across a wider area. This can cause massive damage, and bomblets that don't explode create minefields on the ground, posing a significant risk to civilians, especially children. The US had previously condemned the use of cluster munitions by Russia, seen here just 6 days into the war.
We've seen videos of Russian forces moving exceptionally lethal weaponry into Ukraine. which has no place on the battlefield.
But the Pentagon says Ukraine is running low on artillery shells and needs the munitions to help with their ongoing counteroffensive.
We recognize that cluster munitions create a risk of civilian harm, but there is also a massive risk of civilian harm if Russian troops and tanks roll over Ukrainian positions and take more Ukrainian territory.
Russian officials have responded, calling the decision a sign of desperation. They say it endangers civilians and risks escalation. And in the skies over Syria, another run-in between the US and Russia. For the third day in a row, Russian fighter jets have harassed US drones. In a statement, US officials say the jets flying at close distance caused the drones to avoid unsafe situations.
And that was James Longman reporting with ABC. President Joe Biden is cracking down on short-term health insurance plans. His administration is proposing a rule that would limit the duration of these controversial plans to 3 months, with the option of a 1-month extension. It would also require clear explanations of the benefits. This proposal is part of a series of actions aimed at lowering health care costs. It also is a reversal from the Trump administration, which expanded short-term plans in 2018, touting them as cheaper alternatives.
And starting tomorrow, stamps will be a little bit more expensive. Prices for stamps being raised from 63 cents to 66 cents. This is the 5th price jump since January 2019, where stamps were only 50%. For those counting, it's about a 40% increase. So the Postal Service says the increase is necessary to offset rising operating expenses. Here's the big number to look for. The agency expects to lose $4.5 billion this year.
Company Brides Across America is teaming up with Brides for a Cause to offer free wedding gowns for veterans and first responders. Wedding dresses are donated through bridal salons throughout the country so far. Over 26,000 dresses to military and first responder brides. The founder of Brides Across America, Heidi Jansen, says she wants to combine the love at the altar and the love for our country. If you're interested in getting involved, there's more information on bridesacrossamerica.com. San Antonio Waste Management is holding a free landfill day event from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. today. So this is happening at 2 different locations. First one, the Republic Services landfill. That's on the northeast side, past North Foster Road, and the Waste Management landfill on southwest side, outside of Loop 410. Some of the accepted materials will be household bulky items like appliances, furniture, mattresses, and tires. They will not be accepting construction material like roofing, sheetrock, dirt, brick, or lumber. If you're planning on dropping anything off, you must bring an ID, a copy of a recent CPS energy bill that shows the payment of the environmental fee.
All right, time now, 8:07, 79 degrees.
Whole world got to watch Wemby's first game last night, Max.
That's right. So, you know what? Stat stuffing and actually a lot of blocks going on there. There's one of them.
Whoa.
I know, right? When you're 7'5", you can do that. We're going to break it all down in just a few moments.
Trouble in Hollywood. Billy Porter saying bippity boppity bye. We'll have more on that.
Well done. All right, let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. Oof, doesn't really look that pretty out there. 79 degrees now. How warm will it get today? What about the rest of the weekend? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. All right, good morning. Welcome back. 8:11 this morning. So we've kind of been blessed the last couple days. It's been like a nice reprieve.
Yeah, we had that heat wave in June. Then we had, hot weather, but not as hot. And then, the last couple days we've only been in the low 90s for the high.
That rain that we had Wednesday, at a downpour Wednesday and a small shower on Thursday was pretty nice.
Yeah, quite a few people saw at least a little bit of rain, but I hate to say our rain chances are going away for quite some time. Yeah, and now we're going to crank up the heat. So we have had 13 100-degree days so far this year, which is a lot, but compared to the years with the most 100-degree days, 2009, 59 100-degree days, 2022, just last year, 58 100-degree days, we've still got a long way to go until we're in the top 3. So by this point in 2009, we had 18 100-degree days. And by this point last year, we had 30 100-degree days. So in 2009, the heat came later in the summer. And in 2022, just last year, it was spread throughout the entire summer. So we'll have to wait and see if we can crack into the top 5. I think it will be difficult for us to take away the gold or the silver from 2009, 2022. But we do have several days of triple-digit weather in our near future, starting tomorrow and lasting through all of next week and likely into the following week as well. Some 5 to 10 degrees above the average for this time of year. Take a look at the weather setup across the state of Texas. There is some rain along 20 and up toward the Dallas-Fort Worth area. A bit of a nuisance, but no severe weather if you have plans on traveling across the state today. There's that heat high that's going to make our lives miserable for the next several days. Take a look at forecast highs around this heat high right now. 112 in Phoenix and 107 in El Paso. Now, this is a dry heat for them, but we expect some humidity to still be in the mix. Unfortunately, though, it's not going to result in any rain. Here's a look at the potential rainfall over the next 10 days, and you can see a hole over south central Texas. Most of the rain is going to fall across the central plains out toward the Mississippi and eastern portions of the United States over the next 10 days. We are likely going to be dry as a bone. That does not bode well for our aquifer or our drought conditions. 79 degrees outside right now. It is humid, and as you can see, mostly cloudy skies with plenty of sun peeking through those clouds right now. 80 in Del Rio, 80 in Cotulla, it's 80 in Pleasanton, 76 in Kerrville, and 79 in New Braunfels. Good morning, Rio Medina. You're at 76 this morning, 80 in Castroville, and 79 in Canyon Lake. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecasting. Mostly cloudy through about noon, and then we'll see partly cloudy skies right around lunch hour, 89. Mostly sunny this afternoon, 97 for the high. There is a small 10% chance east of San Antonio to see a stray shower, but we're likely going to stay dry around the Alamo City. Again, hot, 97 for the high in San Antonio, but it'll be 101 in Carrizo Springs, 103 in Cotulla, 97 in Gonzales, 96 in Canyon Lake, 95 in Kerrville, 98 in Floresville, 98 in Pleasanton, 97 in Sabinal, but with the high humidity, it will feel like it's 100 to 104. If you're curious about what the heat index is, I did an explainer on KSAT's social media page. Check that out. As for the forecast over the next several days, again, very hot, highs in the triple digits. We're going to be looking at the UV index for San Antonio coming up later in the next half hour of GMSA.
Woo! Triple digits.
Yay, it's here. Our second heat wave of the summer. No telling how long this one will last. This is around the time of the year where the only thing that really kicks out the heat high is oftentimes a tropical system. So that's not in the cards yet.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 8:15, 78 degrees.
And we're definitely speaking now about Taylor Swift's latest re-recording. Plus, there's other new music you'll want to add to your playlists.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get that at all.
You didn't?
I don't know.
It's okay.
Okay. All right, from Jennifer Gardner to Billy Porter, some actors making big moves in Hollywood. We're going to break it down. Welcome back. All right, some big news. According to People magazine, the star of Pose, Billy Porter, and his husband, Adam Smith, ending their marriage after 6 years. Porter's rep says the decision was mutual, and both Porter and Smith support each other in their next chapters. They were together briefly in 2009 before reuniting in 2015. The couple got married in 2017, 2 weeks after getting engaged.
And actress Jennifer Gardner returning to Elektra for Marvel's Deadpool 3. Gardner first played the assassin in Daredevil 20 years ago. The film will also feature Ryan Reynolds reprising his role as Deadpool. The film is in production right now. Just saw a picture of it on Instagram. Ryan Reynolds in his Deadpool suit. And it's set to hit theaters in November of 2024.
Big fan of Ryan Reynolds.
Me too.
Time now, just about 8:20, 79 degrees.
I'm also a really big fan of Taylor Swift. From her latest re-recorded album to an unannounced visitor, Taylor Swift has a lot to speak now about. Did you get that one? No? Okay. The Swifties out there, they know.
Okay, they know. I'm sure they're all watching. All right, let's take a look at those lotto numbers. Your pick 3, 888. Hopefully you picked a lot of 8s. Fireball 5, Daily 4, 9061. Fireball 3.
Cash 5, 1, 3, 16, 20, 29. Maxa did not win the jackpot for Mega Millions. I don't believe anyone did. 8, 10, 17, 55, 66. Mega Ball 3, Mega Plier 3. Good luck. A woman was arrested outside Taylor Swift's Rhode Island home this past week. She actually had been warned before to stay away. This comes just after a month after an Indiana man was charged with stalking and harassing the pop star. He was accused of sending threatening messages to her and security escorted him away from her Nashville home. This happening back in May. So that woman that was arrested in Rhode Island this past week is set to be arraigned next Friday. And Taylor Swift has released, well, should we say, re-released a new version of one of her classic albums.
I know nothing about the situation. I haven't gotten any of the witty comments.
Oh, well, I made my husband listen to the whole thing with me on our drive back from Corpus yesterday.
He is the most patient person in the world. All right, CNN's Rick Damigella rocking out with new music released this weekend.
Taylor Swift speaks again. Swift has released Speak Now, Taylor's version, a re-recording of her 2010 album and the third in a series of new editions of her back catalog, which the singer began recording following a dispute with her former record label. That's Hayden Pettigo performing the title track from his latest album, The Happiest Times I Ever Ignored. The Amarillo, Texas-born guitarist is on tour this summer with dates across the U.S. Guitarist Nita Strauss has unleashed her latest album, The Call of the Void, featuring the song Victorious with guest vocals by Dorothy Martin. Rocking out in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
I will say, I read that she's expected to make more than $300 million this year.
Yep.
So.
Saving the U.S. economy single-handedly. That's my girl, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
She does it all.
I have no comment. Time now, 8:25, 80 degrees.
It's a super weekend. Superhero Comic-Con starts today, and we have a peek. I mean, some really big names are going to be out there. Mother of Dragons, Emilia Clarke is going to be out there. Kit Harington, Tony Parker.
Oh, wow.
And the list goes on.
Why
We're going to
Tony
have
Parker out there?
because he's a big deal here in San Antonio.
No, but he's not as. I mean, he is a superhero to some people, but not like Marvel.
In my heart, he is. He's San Antonio's superhero. We'll have a preview of that in just a bit.
Okay, Uvalde spreading Christmas cheer in July. We have all the information how to get involved today at this special event.
Speaking of the future Spurs superhero.
I was going to say, you brought up Tony Parker, one of his good friends. Victor Wembanyama had his first showing in the silver and black uniform. We're going to have a full recap from the game last night. Welcome back. Right now, we want to get back to that late breaking news. San Antonio police on the situation at the Toyota plant. We know there are police and SWAT out there. This is what we can tell you right now. We've been in contact with police through the morning. They tell us someone tried to break into the plant earlier this morning and steal a car. Then the suspect allegedly barricading themselves in a guard shack. Again, we're told SWAT is out there handling the situation. Luckily, no injuries reported. No hostages at the moment.
And if you see on your screen from our live shot from our photojournalist Santiago, you can see that those members of the SWAT team, they're negotiating. It looks like they're trying to talk to someone inside at this point. I can't tell if SWAT is actually inside as well.
It looks like the door is open. You can see one of the SWAT members on the left of your screen, and now they're walking towards the camera.
So we'll hopefully get an update on that situation in just a bit. Again, Toyota did release a statement related to this incident. They said, quote, earlier today, a non-production related incident occurred near the south entrance at Toyota, Texas. The scene has been contained and no personnel have been impacted. We are cooperating with local law enforcement on this active investigation. We got several calls in from people working at the plant or friends of family members, who have people working at the plant. I heard that they were having to come in on a day off, that they usually don't have to be there on a Saturday. And so we are keeping you guys posted. Again, this is the Toyota plant off of Lone Star Pass in Applewhite Road, which is between 410 and Loop 1604 on the city's southwest side. Again, SWAT on scene. Once we get those updates, we'll bring them to you live on air and online.
But for now, good morning. It is 8:31 this morning. It is Saturday. It is July 8th.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you see any of the highlights last night?
From Wemby?
From Wemby.
I wanted to stay up and watch.
Okay.
I just saw one of the blocks, and I was like, that's all I need to know.
That's it. He's
I mean, if he's blocking people shooting threes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good indication.
Can we block this?
We gotta block all the haters. That's what we gotta do.
There's a lot of haters online right now.
Of course. I tell you, people love to hate on social media. All right. So this morning, before we get to weather, we want to talk about Wemby, the first overall pick, and his first time on the court as a member of the Silver and Black. Remember, he's been playing professionally in France since he was 15 years old. And in the end, he won. The Spurs won. I want to give a huge shout out to Julian Champagny. He was really the star of the night. Obviously, Wemby, first time on the court, they won 76-68. And here's really what the Spurs Summer League head coach had to say about Wemby after the game.
Yeah, I think we were just making a read on how he looked, and there was times I thought he was like full of energy. Obviously, he was excited to play, and he hit the wall like anybody. It was a pretty physical game, so I thought he did a really good job of fighting through that stuff, and it was right where we wanted to be.
How did he look, in your opinion?
Yeah, good. I mean, that's his first hit out with us. Hadn't played with those guys yet either, so I think all in all, he did a good job, and obviously there was a lot of attention on him. You can talk about the outside stuff, but the physicality, and that was something that they'd obviously lined him up as you would, and I thought he navigated it for the most part pretty well.
Yeah, he did play pretty well, but haters online are saying the alternative. All right, look.
It's because they're not 7'5".
Let's look at the stats, okay? 2 of 13 field goal, 9 points, 4 for 4 from the line, 8 boards, 5 blocks, and 3 assists. And here's the thing. He brought in the defenders, right? There was one play specifically where he had a low, he dribbles super low, which is impressive for being 7'5", drove to the right side of the basket, drew in like 3 defenders, and then had a beautiful laser pass to the center who was standing in the dunker spot for a make. I mean, it's just that situation where you have all the attention on you, and head coach said it best. This is the first time playing with everyone else in the summer league.
Give him a break. All right. Sorry.
Getting heated over here.
I'll defend Wemby. We love you, Wemby. Meanwhile, people are packed bars and restaurants last night to get a first glimpse at the new team because they love Wemby too. People at Smoke, Texas downtown say it was the start of something special. For many, the Spurs season is their favorite part of the year, and they say Wemby joining the team makes it so much better.
It makes me excited. I don't even know that much about basketball, and I watch it, and I get really pumped.
No matter what kind of season we're having, everybody stands behind the San Antonio Spurs. So.
That's right. I think all those social media haters, they don't live in San Antonio. So right now on KSAT.com, an analysis of last night's game, which Max just recapped a little bit for you, plus the big moment, and just look for this story on our homepage. Sarah Spivey, like Wemby making those blocks, can we block out any of this heat?
No.
No. She just blocked me.
She just blocked you. Yeah, swatted right down.
No, triple digits in the forecast for us over the next several days. But today our high will be 97. 97, my friends, is going to be the coolest we will be potentially for the next 7 to 10 days, maybe even beyond that too. 79 degrees outside, heat index already of 82, southeast winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Needless to say, these clouds are starting to break up this morning and it will become sunny fairly quickly. 79 in Helotes, 77 at Bernie Stage Airfield at 75, 78 in Comfort, 81 in New Braunfels. And again, find a way to stay cool, maybe by the pool. Temperatures are going to climb to 97 this afternoon, mostly sunny skies. That 97 will probably feel more like 100, and the UV index is going to be extreme today. That means skin damage time within about 10 minutes or less. So the sunscreen is important today, as it is just about every day. Now looking ahead to the forecast again, 97, the coolest over the next 7 days. Details on what that means for rain chances as well coming up in a few. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Happening today, the Community Health Development Corporation will be hosting its 2nd annual health festival in Uvalde.
So if you're missing the cooler months after these heat waves, the theme is Christmas in July. So the organizers of the event are hoping to bring people together and bring smiles to people's faces. It's been more than 1 year since the Robb Elementary tragedy, and the community's members are still healing.
So that's the main goal, is to bring healing and bring the community together and to be able to make a difference, a positive difference in our community and our patients.
All right, so the San Antonio Food Bank also there handing out fresh food. The Texas Diaper Bank donating diapers for local families, along with games and giveaways, medical screenings, and other health resources being offered. Everyone is invited, even if you don't live in Uvalde.
The Christmas in July event happens from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. today at the Uvalde County Fairplex. You can find out more information on the festival by heading to our website, KSAT.com.
All right, time now, just about 8:37, 80 degrees.
It's hard to believe, but just a few weeks. The start of the new school year still to come. How you can help those in need make sure they are ready for their first day.
And if you're trying to beat the heat today, several cool events going down at the San Antonio libraries. We're going to explain what you need to know. You and the family have some education and some fun. Avoid the heat. Speaking of the heat,
it's already 80 degrees outside at 8:37, and Sarah Spivey says there's no running away from it. The triple digit.
I wish you guys could see Sarah doing the Running Man right now.
The triple digit forecast she'll have for us in just a bit.
Welcome back. We got a lot of activities going on in and around San Antonio, starting at the public libraries around the city from 10:30 a.m. to 11:15 at Thousand Oaks Branch Library. Children under 10 years old can dance, rock out to music. No registration is required. At 2 p.m. at Collins Garden Library, families can watch movies from the Goonies to personal favorite, Parent Trap. There's going to be snacks. All ages are invited for a look at all the events scheduled for today at different public libraries around the city. Just head to the KSAT Kids section of KSAT.com.
Which Parent Trap? The 1970s one?
There's only one.
No, there's the original one. Okay, now I'm just showing my age. All right, with the new school year approaching, it's almost time to start shopping for those school supplies.
All right, so a Westside church asking the community to step up, help out, and donate. More than 3,000 families are asking for your help.
That's right. I'll be telling you about that long-term impact of these donations and how families can receive the help before August.
And I remember me and my wife, we would go to different churches just trying to get a uniform for my kids back in the days. We're trying to get a haircut.
Pastor Jimmy Robles with Last Chance Ministries knows how impactful a donated backpack or free haircut can be for a family in need.
God has blessed us enough for us to be able to now do haircuts and give backpacks.
It's why his Westside Church has given away thousands of free school supplies for 17 years. And is asking the community for backpacks, shoes, and classroom supply donations for the Hope for the Westside Back to School Bash happening on August 12th from noon to 4 p.m. at Rosedale Park.
You can bring a backpack to the church or you can volunteer your time as well. So there's a lot of opportunities how the community can come together and be a blessing to our city. So maybe somebody can't go, but they can actually call and say, hey, listen, I can sponsor.
Sponsorships start at $25. Robles is also asking any local barbers who can donate their time to give free haircuts for the event or any other vendors who are willing to participate to reach out.
We want to protect our children as well. So this benefits actually from elementary all the way to college.
For those who would like to sign up to receive school supply donations, make sure to register now on the church's website. You can find that link on KSAT.com. And Pastor Jimmy Robles with Last Chance Ministries knows how impactful a donated backpack or free haircut can be for a family in need. And we have all that information right now on KSAT.com on how you can donate or how you can register if you want to be part of it.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we talked about people trying to beat the heat with the libraries, all the events going on today. You're saying the heat is back today?
Yeah, the heat is back. You know, it was still hot yesterday, the day before, but it was so nice to have those little downpours in the mix.
Yeah, when it's like 92 degrees, I feel like that's cool in summer.
Yeah, and thank goodness we had that break, because remember how hot it was early June? Well, we're going to start to get into another heat wave, and this one, it's kind of harder to see an end in sight. So let's go ahead and get down to business and talk about the weather today. You know, not all that bad today. It is going to be hot, but hey, it's summertime, and we're used to that in South Central Texas. Outside right now, it's 79 degrees, and as you can see, mostly cloudy skies. 77 in Kerrville, 79 in Hondo, 80 in Del Rio, 82 in Cotulla, 81 in Gonzales, and 81 in New Braunfels. It's 82 in Castroville. Good morning. In Helotes, it's 79 and 81 in New Braunfels, but it is very humid outside. as is the case for most of the days in summer. Dew points are in the 70s at the top of the scale, oppressively humid. And even though we're starting off with clouds, by the lunch hour, we're really going to be looking at mostly sunny skies. Later on today, east of San Antonio and southeast of San Antonio, there may be a stray shower. We're talking 1 or 2 showers this afternoon on the radar. Chance for rain in San Antonio is 10% or less, so not good around the Alamo City, not like the last couple of days where we were at least seeing spotty downpours here and there. So looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, mostly cloudy until about noon, then will become partly cloudy and 89. In the afternoon, it's going to be mostly sunny and 97 for the high. We are expecting a heat index right around 102, 103, just because the humidity will stay fairly thick in the air this afternoon. Forecast highs in your neighborhoods: 99 in Del Rio, 101 in Creases Springs, 103 in Cotulla, 95 in the Hill Country in Kerrville, 93 in Rock Springs, and 96 in Canyon Lake. But this is a look at the feels like temperature, the heat index, anywhere from 100 to 105. The exception would be the Hill Country, where the humidity will be a little bit less this afternoon. All right, in the weather setup across the state of Texas, there are some showers, but notice that these are on the east side of the heat high. So here in San Antonio, we are going to stay dry, and this heat high is really just going to build over the coming days. The high pressure system is not our friend in the summer because it creates sinking air, prevents showers and storms from developing, and really compresses the atmosphere. Think about a magnifying glass. We're under the magnifying glass of this high pressure system. So starting tomorrow, we'll be in the triple digits. Then Monday, 101, and then steadily temperatures will be increasing from there. Tuesday, 102, and looking across the state of Texas on Wednesday, it is just going to be a scorcher. Anywhere generally, with the exception of East Texas and the coast, from 100 to 110 for high temperatures across the state of Texas. Wednesday is going to be one of those days where we'll be watching the power grid fairly carefully. With that heat high settling over, again, sinking air prevents showers and storms from developing, so no rain chances for the next 7 days, perhaps even the next 7 to 14 days in the forecast. Really, the thing that we would need is a tropical disturbance to kick that high out of the area, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime in the near future. Temperatures are going to climb to about 100 to 104 over the coming days. So yeah, Sarah, little to no chances for showers and storms in the forecast.
That's too bad.
It is a little too bad.
It's okay.
Hey, this is summertime. This is typically the hottest and the driest time of the year for us.
We can do this.
We can.
Thank you, Sarah. Okay, it's 8:47 and 80 degrees. Coming up tomorrow on Leading SA, local reaction as we learn the latest job numbers across the country. Here in San Antonio, Greater SATX works to bring in new businesses, prepare the future workforce of our community, and support local talent. Tomorrow morning at 8, you won't want to miss what they have to say about local jobs, opportunities, and growth. If you have any questions, let us know on Leading SA section of KSAT.com.
And taking a look at TransGuide, things look pretty great right there. 35 at New Braunfels. Not too many issues on the roads. GMSA will be right back with more news after the break.
It's a super weekend with plenty of star power. Why do you laugh? Because the Superhero Comic-Con and Car Show.
You said super.
Because the stars that are coming to this are a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Amelia Clark, Kit Harington.
Yeah.
Brie Olson. Wait, did
Larson.
I?
Brie Larson.
Oh, and then was the Olsen?
We're so infatuated with them, we even know their names. All right, SA Live's Jen Tobias Strusky ran into a celebrity you might recognize from Seinfeld. Take a look.
The Superhero Comic-Con and Car Show is happening this weekend. It's underway here in San Antonio. Something to add to your to-do list with the family. And of course, there's celebrities, collectibles you can find, lots of fun. And one of those celebrities is teaming up with a local rescue. John O'Hurley joins me now. Hi, John.
How are you, darling? Nice to see you. And Oreo says hi, too. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
So sweet. great. John, who are you teaming up with? And this includes the photos that you get with people, and it's going back to a charity.
Well, there's, and specifically God's Dogs Rescue is a wonderful local area rescue. But over and above that, we're also doing a lot of work, and we created a thing called puppyfoodbank.org, and we're asking people all over the state of Texas to donate $11 a month. Not about, it's kind of like a cheap bottle of wine, but $11 a month, and we're trying to put a pool of funds together where we will be buying the food for all of these wonderful shelters across the state that are in desperate need of it right now. Unfortunately, during the pandemic, a lot of dogs got returned to the shelters, and it's caused an economic hardship on all of them. We're trying to answer the call by putting the money together to give them food, which is their biggest expense.
Thank you so much for everything you do. Again, you'll be here throughout the weekend. People can come see you and get a photo shoot, not just with you, but with some rescues.
And Oreo will be here as well. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi, Oreo.
I was going to say hi, Oreo. All
Okay,
right,
it's Brie Larson and Elizabeth Olsen.
Extensive research.
I did.
Yeah, because it's Captain Marvel and then Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
And you kind of just combine the two.
Yes, and then
one superpower.
and then Mother of Dragons.
Yeah.
And then You Know Nothing, Jon Snow.
Our producer's just like, you need to stop. Okay, obviously you can watch SA Live weekdays, 1 p.m. right here on KSAT 12. You can watch that segment again. Awesome interview with Oreo on their YouTube channel, SA_Live. It's easy. All right, time now just about 8:54, already 80 degrees.
Today on Texas Eats at 10 a.m., David Elder takes us to an iconic Indian restaurant that's right here in Alamo City.
Looks fantastic.
Food in front of us, these are like your big hit dishes, right? I want to start right here because this one looks like straightforward. This one doesn't have any sauce on it, but talk to me about which one this dish is.
That's called reshmi chicken, and it's cooked in a clay oven. It kind of gives you that charcoal flavor.
This is the reshmi chicken. Here's the bite. The grill flavor that's on the outside of the chicken is a really nice contrast, the acidity and the brightness from that marinade that's on there. But the yogurt and the lemon, everything is in there to break down those proteins and make this a super delicious, tender bite of chicken that everybody's gonna love. Something that people always grab for when they come to your buffets is the naan, right?
It's a North Indian cuisine recipe, but we have our own twist.
You have to have the naan on the table when you're eating Indian cuisine because it's just kind of your vehicle to kind of soak up all the flavors. This protein right here is lamb, right?
Yes.
And what preparation is that?
It is also cooked in the clay oven. Rack of lamb is also marinated in the yogurt.
Max, I didn't say where it was, so now we have to watch Texas Eats to find out.
I'm going to watch no matter what.
All right, well, here comes the bride and here come the fries. McDonald's is offering wedding catering for couples in Indonesia. Oh, it's not happening here. Customers can choose.
You already had a wedding.
I can always dream, right? Several packages. One includes 100 chicken sandwiches and 100 4-piece nuggets. Prices start at $235. That's a deal for a wedding. Telling you. And we're not sure if this is coming to Texas just yet. Again, this is just in Indonesia for that $235 wedding package. That to feed a lot of people at your wedding?
Yeah.
You're not married yet, so this could be something that you can keep on your radar.
Yeah, I don't think the girlfriend's going to be okay with that.
No.
Just going to throw it out there. All right, time now 8:58, 80 degrees.
We'll be right back.